Good evening. I don't know any way to start this video besides Wu-Tang, because Wu-Tang is for the children. And this story happened when I was a child. So let's get into it. Okay, so it was the summer ending 4th grade going into 5th grade, and my grandma dropped me off at my friend Anne's house. And Anne had a sister that was a year younger than us named Riley, and our other two friends were there that we also went to school with, and their names were Kristen and Maggie. Obviously, I changed the names, but if you went to my high school, you know. We are in Anne and Riley's pool, living our best lives, having the time of our lives, because this was a time in our lives when we didn't pay bills, so life was good. But this dude that we went to school with named Junior just comes strolling in Anne's backyard like he was invited. He had his swim trunks on and everything, like he was just ready to go. He wasn't invited. We did not invite him. So we're looking at him like,
go home, Roger.
And this boy proceeds to jump in the pool like we were suddenly going to be cool with this uninvited dickhead swimming with us. No. For one, this was a girls' afternoon. Okay, this was a girls' pool party. And two, we were never cool with this dude like this. So it's not even like, oh, this was a girls' time, you know, blah, blah. No, we were never cool with this dude on this type level ever. We get out of the pool in protest, and he's all butthurt because nobody wants to swim with him. Bro, you weren't even invited. Okay, let me just... Okay. So this is when the story goes completely left. At this point, Junior gets out of the pool and starts walking to Anne and Riley's back door. And Anne's like, stop, wait a minute, and blocks the doorway and was like, I don't know where you're going, but it's not in my house. And he's like, yo, move. I gotta go to the bathroom. And she was like, why don't you go to the bathroom in your house? Because you weren't even invited here. So he's like, let me pass. I have to go to the bathroom. And she's like, nah. And then we're standing behind Junior like, no, stop calling. So then at this point, he's like, all right, fine. And this boy turns around and walks to the furthest corner of their backyard, pulls down his swim trunks, and proceeds to take a shit in my homegirl's backyard. At this point, our collective kid minds are blown because we had never seen any wild shit like this before in our lives. Anne was still at the back door, screams, I'm gonna tell my dad, and runs in the house. This panic pooper tries to finish pooping, and just as he's about to pull up his pants, Anne and Riley's dad, I'm gonna call him Mr. G, basically kicks open the back door, and his face is crimson with rage. And he's like, I'm gonna beat your ass. Before I continue, just being over 30 and thinking about being in Mr. G's shoes, I'd have the same reaction. Because, bro, what the fuck? With no time to wipe, Junior starts hauling ass out of Anne and Riley's backyard. This is when the smell hits us. And to this day, this is one of the stankest smells I have ever smelled. I don't know what this boy ate, but it didn't agree with his stomach or his ass. So now we have Junior being chased by me, Anne, Riley, Kristen, Maggie, and behind all of us is Mr. G, and we're all screaming. I can only imagine what anyone who happened to be looking out of the window thought when they saw us, because I know they were confused. I know they were. This was the suburbs. As we get to his block, guess whose dad was watering the front lawn? And I know this man was wondering, why his son was being chased by 5 of his female classmates and the dad of 2 of them. Since Junior was in front of this whole ordeal, he immediately goes and runs behind his dad. We'll call his dad Senior. So we catch up and we're all trying to talk at once and trying to explain what's going on. And by this point, Senior is looking at Junior hella sideways because he doesn't know what happened, but some way, shape, or form, his son has fucked around and has found out. So then Mr. G catches up and he starts hollering, "Your son took a shit in my yard?" Senior then looks at Junior with the same outraged, red-faced energy as Mr. G and proceeds to give this boy the beating of his life in the front yard, in front of us, neighbors, the Lord, whoever was watching. Remember when I said he didn't wipe? So in conclusion, after he got his beating, one of the dads, probably both, made him go back and pick up his doo-doo. Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, beep. This is where music should be. Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, beep. Just started the channel, so don't at me. Bye.